What's going on, everyone? We're here, we're back. I apologize that we had a little lapse in videos. That was my fault. I had to travel for Thanksgiving and then had an elbow surgery. And so we just couldn't find the time to shoot some videos, but we are back and we will be on schedule and try to get some extra ones out there for you guys. Today, we actually had this video shot and I made an error. And so we had to pull it, and here we are to reshoot this one. So I am here to tell you the top 6 movements you should be training for if you're trying to go into any military selection, law enforcement, firefighter job, a job where your physical fitness is something that is necessary for you to complete your job. These are the movements that I used and made sure to prioritize when I was training to go in to be a Navy SEAL. So no particular order. All 6 of these are very important. And there's going to be like caveats to each and every one of them. So I'll definitely go through each one and explain. So the first one, right? We have to be able to run. Obviously, in any of these jobs, you're going to need to be able to run. What I'm going to add on to this one, if you're going to be in the military, a lot of jobs like being a SEAL, a SAR swimmer, rescue swimmer, there is going to be swimming, obviously. So running and swimming, right? I'm going to put that together. That's going to be something that you're going to have to focus on to complete these jobs. Obviously, there's times for, for the SEAL PST, it's going to be a 1.5 mile run and then a 500-meter swim. On my military athlete programming, we get you dialed in for those times and actually build you in for after that when it comes to actual budge training and SQT. So run, swim, that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be pull-ups. Yes, you need to be able to pull yourself up. Pull-ups is a big standard for almost all of these jobs. You're going to have a required number that you're going to be able to need to hit. We have progressions going from not having any weight and actually removing some weight using assistance or negatives into going into weighted pull-ups, right? And that's where you want to obviously get to. So pull-ups, got to be able to pull yourself up. Number 3, again, this is going to be a caveat, a push-up, right? Obviously all of these jobs are going to require you to have a certain number of push-ups in a certain amount of time. One way to get better at push-ups is not only doing push-ups, but doing bench press, light bench press for weight, right? Getting the arms, chest, shoulders all strong. So we're going to have push-ups and bench. That's going to be number 3. Number 4, one that, this is the one where I think a lot of people don't truly, sometimes they're like, they don't understand why it's in there. But the reason we have it is because weak legs equal weak minds. And so squatting, right? And not only just doing back squat, front squats, air squats, anything like that. You're also going to be doing unilateral squatting, right? So split stance squat, split squats, and lunges so that you get single leg strength. In SEAL training, you're asked to lunge all the time. And obviously in other military selections, you're going to be asked to do lunges. And so getting your legs strong for that. And the reason why I have this in here is because a lot of times people are like, you don't need to be, you need to worry about running and calisthenics, right? But the number 1 reason I saw people quit in BUD/S was because of shin splints and their legs weren't strong enough. And when their legs broke down on them, their mind started to break down on them. And so when you have strong legs, when you hit your squats, when you hit your lunges, when you hit your splint squats, your Nordics, you hit the backside of the leg as well. Your legs last longer and it's going to keep you feeling stronger mentally. And so that's why it's such a priority in my program. And it's 100% one of the reasons why I attribute me getting through on the first try, in one class and not getting rolled back and not getting shin splints or not getting a leg injury was because my legs were so strong. Number 5 is going to be a clean. For me, I prefer the sandbag clean, and I think that transitions really well into military, law enforcement, firefighter selection, right? Picking an odd object up off the ground and getting it to your shoulder. You're going to be asked to do that in these selections. And so that's why we prioritize that, right? And that's going from light sandbags over and over again to heavy sandbags. Because sometimes you just got to pick shit up off the ground and put it on your shoulder. And that is what it is. And it's not always going to be a perfectly symmetrical barbell. And so that's why I prefer sandbags. And so I do have a little bit, I'll put a little bit of power cleans into the military athlete, but it's a lot more sandbag cleans than anything. And number 6, the final one we can't neglect no matter what, our core, right? We got sit-ups, we got anchored sit-ups, we got toes to bars, we got GHD sit-ups, we got L-sit holds, we got strict toes to bar, right? There's a lot of ways to strengthen our core, not just doing normal anchored sit-ups. But yes, we do prioritize anchored sit-ups because that is a test in most of these selections. You're gonna have to do a number of sit-ups in that, in a certain amount of time. So yeah, there they are. Those are my 6 must-do movements, exercises to get you ready for any selection, military selection or law enforcement or firefighter selection. I truly believe in this. I truly believe that I was very well prepared, very well ready, and made it through it in one class because I prioritize these exercises. And so that's why I built my military athlete program, because I was tired of seeing capable men and women come in with big goals, but fail because they were given bad information on how to train for something. So there it is. And actually, I'm gonna give you one extra tip because we're here, and we're gonna hammer dips, right? Dips is another test. It's not actually tested in for like a number of reps for a number of time, but you do them all the time in our SEAL training. And so why not prepare for something that you're gonna do a lot and do it often? So we're gonna add dips in there a lot. So one extra bonus exercise. So if you are looking to go into a selection, military, law enforcement, firefighter, please come check out the military athlete program. I did my research, I did my homework, and it took a lot of time to get myself ready for it. So that's why I made this program, because I truly love helping men and women who have big, heavy goals go out and reach them, because it's really fun to see, and it's so rewarding for me, and I love it. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Go check it out. Go check out the military program if that's something that you are looking to do. And as always, don't forget to pay the man.